GGmadeit. If you've been following me, you know me. If you're not, you're new to me, then I am the knitter, I am the blogger, I am also known as the yarn hoe. Today, I am bringing you on the road with me. I took a trip down to Point Pleasant, New Jersey, because my Periscope friend had a shop and I didn't know about it. So I'm here to talk to her and let you guys see the place. I took some footage that I'll share later on, but right now I just want to spend a few minutes and let you get to know Paige. So, Paige, Periscope, hi. Periscope, hi. How are you?
Good. Thanks for driving down and visiting. This is cool.
Listen, I will travel for yarn. Yarn hoe is facts.
It's what you do.
It's what I do. But this place is so cool. I was shocked when. So let me just give you guys a little bit of background. Yesterday on was it yesterday or the day before? Day before, I think.
Yesterday you sang.
Yolanda from My Pretty Brown Doll was opening mail. And she had yarn that Paige was so gracious to send to her. So I recognized the yarn right away because it comes from Laura and Rainbow Twist on Etsy. She's love her to death, right? So I knew that, but I'm like, wait, yarn store? She has a yarn store. I'm like, where? She said, Jersey. I just went to 14, literally 14 yarn stores in the last 4 days, a couple weekends ago. I'm like, what's the yarn store? Because I'm like, was it somebody that I know, and didn't know?
Definitely.
And it's like, no, it's in Point Pleasant. Okay, well, that's doable. So here we are. The place is called Frame&Fiber, which I also thought was very interesting. So that's where, my interest is. Tell me about that. How did the fiber get into that?
That this place has been a frame shop for about 30 years. But 1988 is when it opened.
Okay.
As a frame shop. I started working here in 1994.
Okay.
And I bought the place from my boss in 2002.
Okay.
I've knitted and crocheted forever.
You have, okay.
Yeah, and I'd say, 8 years ago, I started having my friends who knit and crochet come to the shop and hang out and knit. So there was no yarn in this place. It was just knitters hanging out. Yeah, and then a couple of my friends, one of my neighbors down the street, she said, I think you should sell yarn. I'm like, I don't know, that's just... I don't know. She did all the research. She came to me one day with a file with all these different yarn companies that she had gotten the information. She did all that legwork. I'll try it. So I started with Cascade. They're a good middle of the road company. Everyone pretty much knows them, and then I'm slowly going from there. So every year, every month at this point, there's something new happening in here with small companies like One in Your Hand. And
Nice.
Yeah.
So. Right, that was one of the things that caught my attention. One, you have the nice selection. I love the fact that you go from one way to the other. So,
organization.
You have, your fingering, you go all the way up to bulky, which is my favorite of all time. And then you have a nice color selection, too. But I was really, really pleased to see that you carry Fable fibers.
Yes.
As I was sharing with you earlier, met them through my subscription to Yarn Box, and this is one of my favorites. So, do I need more yarn? No. Did I just say I was in 14 different stores in the last over a 4-day period? Should I buy more yarn? Yep, but no, I gotta take this one. So, tell me how business is. Do you have a knit night? Do you get a decent crowd in here?
Pretty decent. I have 1 knit night and 3 knit afternoons.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to do 4 a week.
Okay.
Different times of day in the week to accommodate everyone. So yeah, my knit night is the rowdiest of all the groups, for sure.
That's always fun. Knit nights are fun. And I did see a sign you have classes.
Yes. So we do knitting, crocheting, and sewing lessons.
Right. I noticed the material that you have in here. Mm-hmm, so this store is just I think a crafter's dream because you have material, you have yarn, so you can crochet, you can weave, you can knit, you can sew. This is just a...
We even do workshops with the framing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
okay.
I do taking the fabric and wrapping mats with it, putting it in a little frame so people can go home with just a little 8x10, like something like this. That. But this is the workshop right there. So.
Okay.
Fun.
Yes, I think you
tie it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that I think is a good one for people who don't sew and are intimidated by knitting and crocheting.
Right.
So
Right.
kind of like get the feet wet with crafts.
This is really awesome.
Thanks.
It really is. I was glad to come down. It was worth the ride. So let me say that. If you're in New Jersey, whatever point, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth it. I drove, a good hour to get here, and I would do it again. Not during the summer traffic, because it's going to get crazy down here. However, if you're down here, if you do your summer times in Point, you got to come see. You got to check it out. Frame&Fiber, absolutely worth it if you are a yarn lover. Absolutely. So, guys, as I promised, I'm taking you on a walkthrough of the store of Frame&Fiber. So let's go inside and check it out. Like I said, it took me probably about an hour to get here, and wow, I like it. So here's all of her yarn from Rainbow Twist, Laura. And you see, I told you Laura is the bomb. So she has material here. I like her window display. She has a nice, is that a shawl or is that a poncho? Not sure, but nice display of the yarn that she sells. I like the rustic look of all the wood and the pieces that she has in the store. We all know this lady and her work. So she's selling the kit to make this beautiful shawl. And I like this purple and gray colors here. This is really nice. So Frame&Fiber, lovely, lovely fiber. I think I've told you guys before, I really like a nice open yarn shop, and you know, one that has orange is just, yes, that Malabrigo. Whew. I don't need yarn. I don't need yarn. I don't need yarn. So she has some books here for you. I love the way she has this wall set up with all the different is this Fable Fibers? It is Fable Fibers. Guys, I love this yarn. I talked about that in the talk with her. Love Fable Fibers. So, nice color selections. You have your samples. You know I'm a sucker for a good sample. So she has some really nice samples. And this table, guys, she and her husband made the table. That was I believe she said that was the sign for the store before she took over, and they just kept it. So more pottery that she sells. The owner of the pottery, the maker, is in behind her store. So I love that she includes other makers and small business owners that are local for New Jersey. And initially it started with the framing. As you can see, all the framing on the walls. And I love this. Creating something is about problem solving. Yes, solves me from being sad all the time. And this little sign she had here, I loved it. Art doesn't have to match the couch. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. Just branch out and be creative. So guys, this shop, like I said when I was talking to her, it has a little bit of everything. And I just really fell in love. I love the layout. I love that she has so much to offer. There's handmade soap there. There's a little Notion bags, which she gave me one. The frames, there was an orange frame. There was an orange frame. Jesus, I need to find something to put in that orange frame. I told her I would be back. But it was just a really, really lovely place. I truly, truly enjoyed the visit. And Paige is, as you saw in the interview, a doll. It was just really great, and I'm so glad that I went. I definitely approve this yarn shop.